Hi everyone. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am Mary. For those who do not know me, I am a spiritual or intuitive artist and coach. So I have been doing intuitive readings and some intuitive healing for a while now. So I've actually started with intuitive readings first. And I created Intuitive Refresh in March 2023 because I just felt so called to really do this and share the space, co-create the space with so many other individuals who I will meet and will meet me, and to build this community for us to really have, so that we can speak about our spirituality and not feel as if we have to contain ourselves or feel like there are restrictions, right? And the topics that we talk about. Now, I know that some of you may have different views, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just here to really share a bit about what I like and my interest, my passion, what I really do, um, what I really do want to, you know, create. So I know that like lately there's just been a lot of, for me personally, there's been a lot of like holding back. Okay. So I want to talk about that with our community, our spiritual community here. I'm just gonna actually light a little sage and Palo Santo first, just to clear the energy. So for those who don't really, you know, who are not really familiar, this is sage. So I already, I already like heard a little um, of it. So you see the smoke. It's like big contrasting here. So sage is just really good to clear up the space, and as you do it, then just set the intention right. That you're clearing the space, clearing any negative energy, um, any negative attachments, um, any lower vibrations that's in the space here now, and to release all of that, to send it away to the out to the universe, for the universe to transform that into living healing energy. Okay, just gonna light a little Palo Santo. So this is Palo Santo. I love using this to draw back, to draw, to draw the good energy. Okay, so we always, for me, you know, I when I cleanse, I always use sage to clear out negative energy, and then I always use Palo Santo to call in good energy. So calling in living healing energy, calling in infinite abundance, infinite blessings, infinite light. So this is just really good, good spiritual hygiene. Okay, so when you are doing any sort of like say readings or like any spiritual healing or really talking about spirituality in a way that can attract certain like energy, you want to really do your energy clearing as well as protecting yourself. So really, that's just a little what I do. if you're interested, like you want to learn more, just, message me. We can talk. Yeah. So, what I want to talk about today is uh, really how to elevate ourself, our spiritual consciousness. Okay. So, um, how do we raise our spiritual level so that we're upgrading and we're not like stagnant, right? So you already sort of heard about cleansing just a few minutes ago. And that is one of the greatest like starting point, okay? To really uplevel yourself, you have to put in a good spiritual hygiene routine of cleansing, okay? Now, when you cleanse your space, you don't just whip it around and, hopefully things will go. It's all about setting the intention and having a strong and firm foot, um, so that you are, you have that authority, right, of the space that you are in. So this is my space, my partner in my space, right? And we have control, we have sovereignty because who's paying for rent? Us, right? It's currently under us paying it, and we live here, we reside here. So we have every right to invite or to not invite, right? To re- you know, to reject, right, any sort of energy that does not belong here or we don't want here. Now, there's just so many things, okay, and I do want to, I may, I feel like talking about this, okay. This may kind of sound off, a little off, but I feel like it's so needed. It's something that I was supposed to talk about, okay? Because today I was like, okay, what do I want to talk about? And then this topic came up, right? So, spiritual hygiene is also spiritual protection. Um, Again, when you are having a good spiritual hygiene of cleansing your space, cleansing your own energy, then you are inviting that strength and that love that is going to help like keep a safe and a strong barrier around you so that things are not just coming in and you're absorbing it, right? You're holding your ground, you're holding that space to really keep things at a distance because it's not the energy you want. And so, what's really cool about spiritual hygiene is that we also um, want to do it because, again, protection, right? When we go outside, okay, when we go outside and, right, there's like all these people, all these people with all these energy, and we don't really know who's carrying what, right? And so we are here not to judge others, but to say, hey, I myself, what do I want? What do I need? Right? And we have to address those needs. So for me, I want peace. Okay. So I'm not going to try to invite like all these crazy or, negative energy or, entities or, right? That's not what I want. And sometimes things are done unconsciously. Like though you don't really like care for it, it's still it can still happen because from from my understanding and from my experience only, okay, this is not any professional, like no professional advice here. It's just my personal understanding. And what I've learned is that sometimes things can happen where things can come through that's negative because there's no there's no true like solid one or the other of like good or bad, right? There's no good only or there's no bad only. There's always a middle, right? And so sometimes these negative things can come into our space, into our life to really make us feel and see that and hear that there's another side to the story. And it's really on us to make that decision of do we want to stick with this, right? Do we want to stick with this story or this cycle that bad things always happen, right? So it's really up to you. And so I just want to say that truly, when we keep our spiritual hygiene, we are also maintaining our spiritual protection around us so that we're not just letting like any sort of negative things come into our space without our permission, come and cross our boundaries and really hold us back, right? And so it's so important. I just want to say that I do. Uh, I'm thinking about some ideas, and let me know what you think. But I really want to I want to help teach others how to cleanse their space and keep their space, protected. Because what I've seen, what I've experienced, I've realized that, you know, cleansing our space is so necessary every day that it's something that anybody can really do, and so and should be doing, but we don't often give too much attention to it, right? Or we don't really feel that it's necessary. It's just that we were so busy, right, with our life, and so while we're going and moving and moving and moving, we don't pause and think, is there anything else, or is there something that I need to, take care of that I or do like our own check-in, right? I feel like we can get too busy where we don't do self evaluation, right? Like, how are we feeling? Because I've been there, right? But now, more often, I've noticed like spiritually leveling up myself. I've noticed that, hey, I actually been doing more check ins way more than when I was just like learning or beginning this journey, where it was just, oh, I just do it. I don't care about, hey, did I clean my space? Did I clean my energy? Did I really set the intention that is, really going to support my space that I'm holding here, right? So, spiritual hygiene, spiritual protection is just so important. One thing, okay, this is a tip, okay? Um, when I leave my house, I always, say a prayer, okay, to protect myself. If you guys want to learn more, feel free to message me. I can definitely fix something up for us to do a one-on-one talk about how to protect yourself, us, right, as individuals, how to protect our house too. Okay? But when you go out, before you even step foot outside of your house, the very start of your day, always, always, always just do the prayer. Like do a protection prayer to keep you um, to keep you aware of that. Hey, you set this intention, and this is what's going to happen for the day. Because if we are just wake up, touch our phone, okay, brush our teeth, do our hair, whatever, and eat breakfast, and just touch our phone 24/7, right? I used to do that. I don't anymore. I start right away with obviously going to the bathroom, releasing, clearing out toxin, right? And then like cleansing my face and then preparing myself to meditate. And it really helps set the day right for me. I've noticed that in the past I did not do this routine, and I, that's why. That's why I was where I was. When you energetically, spiritually level up, you'll notice that you spend a lot of time really keeping up with the spiritual hygienes that's needed, that's necessary for the practice, right? The art of, the art of intuition. So that's what I've experienced, and always just before the day start, if you use the bathroom, clean up a bit, wash your face, and then go and meditate and set the protection prayer so that you're not just an open vessel for things to affect you during the whole day. Because I know for so many of us who, um, you know, do a job outside, whether it's like a side gig or a 9 to 5 job outside of our spiritual practice too, um, it's still that us going out to those to take care of those tasks, to take care of those business. That is still us bringing in that energy back to our space when we go there and come back, right? So it's always so good to just protect ourselves so that when we come back, we're not just like we're not in that space where we bring that home, right? And then another very important tip that I want to share is like before I like before I before I step in the house, I set another I say another like prayer, I set another intention, or I send it out to the universe, right? And I say that like whatever energy that's not mine, I release it and I let go of it and I send it back to its origin, right? And then I also say right when I step into when I'm about to go, um, I call back all of my energy, right? And I say that whatever my energy come through with me, and then I also say anything that's not of my energy cannot come through this door with me. Okay. So that's so important. And I also say only I can come through this door. That's what I love to say. And when I take a little side thing when my puppy or my partner, we go out from the park, we go to the park and come back. I always, or we go out and come back. I always do that. Okay. That is a big spiritual tip for you guys. Okay. So it's a today's a good day. Okay. So I'm sharing this. It's so important, okay, to set those intention and really bring forth that those to bring forth those oops, sorry guys, to really bring forth those intention and really I just can't believe I wasn't doing this like all those years. That's why like I would come home from my like I used to baking, and I would go there, come back, and I would wonder why the heck do I feel like this, and then I would just go off complaining to my partner right away when I get home, and that was not healthy. Okay, that was like yikes. Okay, that was me learning, and so if you want to really elevate, you really want to raise your spiritual consciousness. You want to level up, right? then you're gonna have to maintain and balance your spiritual hygiene, protect yourself, right? Set the intentions to keep you safe. No one is gonna keep you more safe than yourself. Trust me. Like even me, like I could go and help someone clean their space, help them, you know, obviously do cleaning, right? And that's great too. It's good to have someone there to showcase what's, um, what are some good tips. However, you own that house, you own that place, so you have full sovereignty over it, and you have to set that intention. You gotta set that shield, that light shield, okay, to protect you, keep you safe, so that you can be, so that you can really maintain that peace, right? That balance, and feel that you are aligned with your energy, right? Sometimes we feel off, right? We're like, that's not us. Why did I just all of a sudden snapped at, this person? That's not your energy, you know? And I'm not saying this to say, blame that energy or blame those environment, those people. No, you have to take full responsibility that you allow that energy into your space. Okay, that's something I used to like really lack is taking responsibility for the energy that I allow into my space. Now, I'm not saying that hey, some people don't intentionally send things to you. Now, protect yourself for sure. When people do that, keep yourself clear from those people, okay? Because uh, you don't want to allow that energy in your space, nor showcase that hey, it's okay for them to come through, and that you're not gonna take action. Yeah, you will take action, right? I'm just gonna like pause up though because I just speaking about that right there and then I just sensed like some kind of very negative very negative energy coming through. So I'm just clearing it out. And I bring in good living energy, healing, living light. So see, some people like can really like give you that, send you that negative energy, and when you have really worked through yourself, heal yourself, and you have leveled up, um, you feel it. You just know it, and there's no doubt. Like you don't doubt it, like how you used to. So that's a good transition. The next point of how to spiritually level is to work on yourself, to heal yourself. Okay. Now, if you're not choosing to take the time to heal yourself, then you are actually holding yourself back. What what is holding yourself back? It's telling yourself, no, I'm just not gonna, I'm not gonna bother doing it because it's not gonna work out. That's holding yourself back. Or, no, 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 it's silly. That's ego, that's pride, right? Or, no, 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 don't want to be judged. No, no, no. You know, this is not good, right? This is like whatever, right? XYZ. Whatever excuse you have. So when we are in the transition to level up spiritually and to raise our vibration, we're gonna have to break that ego, right? And sometimes some people go through very deep, deep healing. Um, I know that, and some of you have already done it, and it's sort of a whatever happens, it's not it's happening for you and it's not happening to you, okay? So don't make it feel like, oh, it's you're you're suffering, right? Let's not go there, okay? We are all here to learn and grow together and to really bring forth that that loving energy together, okay? So when we heal ourselves and we feel that we cannot move past things or we can't get over or forgive someone, that is also another that's another blockage, right? So when we do self healing, okay, and this is what's going to propel us forward, so we can spiritually, elevate ourselves, really bring our consciousness higher, right? And be aware of like, hey, what's going on? Like, why do I feel this way? Um, we have to really do the work. We have to take responsibility of what we have allowed in our space and understand it from a very not judgmental or uh, a more of a compassionate way, right? And we have to become the observer. That has been the highlight of this year for me, is to become the observer to my life, right? To what I have been doing, my patterns, my cycles, my everything. I have to be responsible because only I know truly what's going on my path, right? To where I want to feel successful, where I want to feel love, where I want to feel abundant, where I want to feel peace, okay? So I'm sharing this with you all because I really, really feel like we all gotta we all gotta step it up, okay? um, I really love doing this. Okay, I love helping others elevate themselves in a very like spiritually conscious and healthy and motivational way. Because growing up, like I didn't really have anyone to do that for me, and I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that, to what I just said. Like there wasn't, you didn't feel like there was anyone who can really pave that space, that pathway for you. Because it was a totally different generation. It was a totally different timeline, right? And so here we are now. Like we're able to connect in so many ways that I feel like with technology being this advanced, like there's no excuse. There's so many possibilities, and we have to strike at those opportunities, really. And so that's why I'm here, okay? I'm here to do what I love, to share what I love, and hopefully to inspire you all to do the same. Do what you love and to share what you love with so many others, and myself included. So you see, like elevating yourself isn't a way to just say, I want power or I want control or, oh, I want to be the best. Elevating yourself, when I'm talking about this here in this space, spiritually raising your consciousness, is that you are becoming more in tune with yourself and who you want to really be. Okay. So that's why healing yourself, healing your wounds, healing the past traumas that you've encountered, and if you also need to heal any past lifetimes, yeah, do so. If you don't believe in past lives, that's fine. This is for this space here is for spiritual, the spiritual collective that do want to really go deeper into soul wisdom, right? And so, yeah, I'm opening the space up so that we can talk about it and not feel like, there's like nothing, right? There's nothing out there, right? Really, that there's not too many. It's just that sometimes it's a little harder for people to come out and speak about these things. So I'm just here to create another space for us so that we can talk about it. So yeah, that's what I have for now, for spiritually elevating our spiritual consciousness, and to really uplift ourselves, to build ourselves up. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do the reading now. This is a general reading for the collective. I am okay. Love this Marco deck. So I will pull from this. And then I'm gonna also do. I'm gonna pull from my Dark Mansion. Let's see. So I'm just gonna do it for May 2025. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, this came out right away because yeah, peony. So if you see this, it says abundance and elegance. So yeah, for this week of May, this is what's coming through. Okay, like no coincidence here, right? I swear, like abundance been coming through to me, through me so often lately. Like I have been so like I haven't really go back into my whole um there was a time where I was just like focused on making money, right? And it was just like it was tiring. But I had to pause and then I had to reflect and then go back and it was a whole journey, but pretty much this is what's coming through. And so that's why that story, my story of the past is popping up to show me yeah, there was so much focus on abundance that abundance it almost felt like abundance was like it it was too it's not abundance energy, it's a desperation energy, and that's what cuts the vibration. Okay, so I want to let you know, okay, that this month abundance is this week abundance is coming through. So really embody loving energy. That's what's going to really bring you to abundance. Do not embody the energy of desperation, of lack, of fear, of feeling like maybe it's not going to come through, right? FOMO, right? Really just fear of missing out and fear of maybe there's not enough scarcity mindset. That's what I'm feeling. So if you keep feeling a scarcity mindset, don't, because this came out to show you there is an abundance of resources. There is an abundance of jobs, of money, of creative things, business ideas, right? There is just so many wonderful things out there that you have to stop and look at it and really understand that there isn't a better time than now. So take this as your sign to reach for that abundance that you so deserve. And really, what I'm feeling is long distance. This is elegance too. I'll touch on the elegance real quick here and then I'll go back to the long distance. So elegance is all about wow, just what is, the beauty of it. What I'm hearing is beauty of itself. So what beauty are you needing to embrace this week, right? Is it beauty within you that you have been denying? Is it beauty within, the things that you have been blessed with? You have just, been so overwhelmed that you have looked past it. So really, beautiful, beautiful card. I love peonies. They're so beautiful. And I'm just feeling a lot of love. Okay, so this month it's been sunny. It's been beautiful here in the Midwest. We had some rainy days. You know, that's fair. However, it's been sunny. Today was just gorgeous, and this is what I'm talking about. Love. I feel like there's gonna be an abundance of love. Okay, abundance of love coming through, and that's gonna raise you up, and that's gonna help you attract more abundance that you desire, that you deserve. Okay, and it's about embracing yourself. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful card here. Uh, yeah, I love it. Okay, so long distance. Why am I feeling long distance? So may you may be traveling somewhere. Maybe it's not too far of a distance, but maybe it's within the state. Maybe it's within uh, whatever, like the neighboring countries or neighboring states, right? Where depending on where you live. I live in the states, so we sometimes we can just go to the next state, and it's not a big deal. So it's kind of cool, but then it's like a whole different culture and a whole different like city vibe or like just another vibe. So beautiful, beautiful car. I love it. Wow. Okay, so look out for that. Another thing, it's just okay. So I'm gonna keep moving forward with this. Uh, okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, I recently bought this deck. I bought the large cards, but my hands are tiny, so it's kind of hard to shuffle. To be very honest, so I'm just gonna shuffle half the deck and then the other half. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna shuffle it all. So these cards are really fun because I've always liked that. I don't know. I've always liked that circusy theme. So cute, and I don't know. It's very neat. I love that whimsical theme. I'm kind of quirky. I am quirky actually. Love that whimsical theme. That it's very neat. So yeah. So let's see. So you see, it's really big. So when I shuffle it, it's like clunky. When I shuffle it. So really, what's coming through for this? Okay. Wow, this came out like it wanted to. Okay, let's see what else. The month of May, this week of May. Okay. Okay. So May, this week of this end of May, this last week of May. Yeah, what's coming through? So May 22nd to May 31st. What is coming through, Spirit, for May 22nd to 31st, 2025? Okay, I see a lot of great things. There is gonna be a few things though. I feel that it's gonna cause a little of a drift in the comment. But let's see. Okay, so I got the chariot reverse. So wow. Okay, let's see. Okay. Whoa. Okay, the devil. Right. Nothing to be scared of. It's just I will go into it. Okay, two more. Oh, oh, okay. Nine of Cups upright. One more. kind of coming out, but not really. Okay, this is better for me. I forgot I can shuffle this way. This last card is like stubborn, and I feel like NMA is going to be a little of that energy where things want to, things feels a little like it's going to happen, but then it's like on the fence. So I'm getting that energy. Things being on the fence. On the fence. Um, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna get a card. Okay. Oh, asymmetric. Okay. Wow. Okay. Amazing. Okay, cool. Okay. Awesome. I'm also gonna clear the energy because I just feel like there's a lot of like there's just like a lot of energy here that I feel as though we because I'm tuning into the collective here. So there's just a lot of energy that I'm tuning into. And I just want to play in a little bit so I have my own personal space because this is my space. Okay. So here we go. We got temperance upright. We have the chariot reverse. And then the devil upright. Nine of cups upright. And the ace of pentacles upright. So beautiful cards. Um, and I feel that, yeah, at the very, it's not, it's at the very end of May that you're going to start seeing uh, results. Okay. So if you're tuning into this, then it's not a coincidence and you are meant to hear these messages because it is the timeline you are on to help you grow and understand where you are. So you're finding guidance here right now. This is the guidance for you. Okay. Right away, temperance. That's confirmation. Uh, it's like a girl with with angel wings, pouring water into a vase. So that's pretty much saying that your cup will be filled, right? You're gonna get the answers you need to move forward. You see how that little bird, oh my gosh, it's like I don't know why, it's like telling me to look at it. And it's like it's observing. So this is you right now, like you're kinda in that mode of like you're observing. You're observing your higher self, right? The angel. Your earth self right here is observing your angelic or spiritual, you know, um, higher soul, what they need to do, okay? And you're gonna trust your intuition, okay? Trust your intuition. This end of the week, you know exactly what you need to do, where you need to go. Don't hold back. That's what the temperance is saying here. And you see the flowers here. There's 2, 4, 5. So be open, be free to try new things, right? Don't hold yourself back, okay? Yeah, so I just feel like there's so much coming through that you you pretty much you're holding yourself back and you have to see there is this side to you that you are infinite. Like you can do it. Okay? You can do it as long as you believe in yourself. Okay, now I got the chariot reverse. This is what it looks like upright. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it here and you guys can kind of take a look at it for a bit. I wanna okay, I'm gonna do this so it's easier. So you see this person, they have a horse. They're on a carriage or chariot, and the two horses are like, going at it. One's black, one's white. Now, this is balance, okay? It was reversed. So you're imbalanced right now because you see this? This little birdie and then this big angel. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's this imbalance. You feel very little. You don't feel like you're there. You don't feel like you're good enough. You don't feel like you are or can be that amazing, amazing person, that light. And so that's why it's reversed. And you see the black and white. So it's balancing that energy, the yin and the yang, or the feminine energy, the masculine energy. It's asking you to take charge and really balance out what you need to balance and find that peace. You see these white birds above here? It's kind of like for me a symbol of like peace, okay? So you need to find that balance, that peace, so that you can move forward, okay, for this end of the week. So if there has been a situation at work or a situation in your relationship, um, if it makes you unhappy, if it's unhealthy, if it's not serving your highest good, you're not serving you, or you are done learning the lesson. You gotta move on. Okay, you have to take charge, take lead, move on. Stop staying and saying, "I'm gonna try to figure out the situation or help out as much as I can before I leave." Because what's happening is the more you stay back, you see, like it's just gonna it's turning your world upside down, and it's frustrating. You have learned what you needed. Now carry on, move forward with the tools, and share it with others so that they can also move forward, right? So that you can also be at peace. Because that was the purpose of it, is for you to have to learn the tools, gain the tools, the knowledge, and to really share that, pay it forward through sharing, right? So beautiful, okay? So nothing bad, okay? Just all good. Okay, now don't get spooked. Here's the devil card, okay? The devil card often, you see in the original tarot, you see a man and a woman, and then like the devil figures in the movie, a chair, and then he has two human beings chained up. Okay, so that's what it is originally. However, this one, this is a spin-off, so it's like its own thing. But you see how there's still two individuals, like here, they're like skeletons. So what's holding you back? That's draining you, right? That's draining you to the core that you are becoming like, you know, metaphorically skeleton, right? In this sense. What is holding you back? Okay, that's draining you. That's what needs to be let go of. That's what needs to be cut off. You see how she even has a glass of wine? I'm assuming that's wine. That's pretty much saying, what's the poison here? Okay, because typically in those those typical murder mystery dark tales, or mystery types of, or shows and books, whatever, they always put stuff in wine. you know so that right away came through. What is that poison? What's your poison, right? Eliminate it, cut it out. It could be food, it could be relationships. It could be like, and I understand, right? It could be habits, bad habits. Like I just heard like hoarding, being disorganized, um, overeating, right? Holding yourself back, right? Not no responsibility, right? What is that thing that's holding you back? Pick at it and go and do a deep reflection. Okay, that's it's up to you. That's your homework. Go do a deep reflection this weekend. Okay, on the 24th, 25th. Go and figure out what is that thing that's poisoning you, that's holding you back, and give yourself credit to move forward, okay? Like, see, so she wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. It was like this. It was upright. So you are going to do some mini self healing, I feel. Mini, okay? It's going to start small, okay? But for sure, it's going to do a snowball effect, and you're going to see that end of May, you are really going to carry that energy forward and not just shove it under the rug. Okay, and that's why this came out. Okay, but before we go to the Ace of Pentacles, we're going to go to the Nine of Cups now. This was upright. Okay, Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay, I am still learning, so let me just check real. Okay, Nine of Cups. So I do these readings intuitively, but sometimes when my spirit team says, "Go find go look for like, go look for the the meaning of it," where they, the original deck, right? Go figure or explore what the original meaning of it is, then I do it. So it helps me learn. But most of the time, I do read these really intuitively, and I've watched so many pick of cards that I have finally understood. Like, okay, wow, like hearing them read, other intuitive psychics read, it helps you too. So you are learning how to read. Go to um, professional, trusted psychic readers. Go watch their videos, see how they read, so it helps you. Okay, I have listened to, oh my God, thousands for years, so it has really. I never knew why I had to listen to all those videos. I was just like, "Ooh, I'm gonna pick a card, right?" But sometimes I just listen to it because I want. I don't know, like I just wanted to, and it was because it was my it was a creative tool that I was going to use. Okay, so right here, the Nine of Cups. Your wishes have been fulfilled, and you are experiencing a sense of abundance and satisfaction. This is just a time of peace and contentment where you can enjoy the good things in life. You might be feeling confident and secure in your achievements and your ability to create a fulfilling life. You guys, look, look at these. Okay, I kid you not, and I swear, like these are just so perfect together. Like, is it not in alignment that these came out together? Like for us, right? Wow. Okay. So you see how he has sort of this like cough, his confidant is like, oh yeah, like he's confident and like got the drink ready and and he's looking good in his tux, you know, and all the cups are lined up. you know? So beautiful, beautiful, yeah, very beautiful card. So you guys, you guys are here. You just have to give yourself the permission to be here. Okay. That's also another message that was so loud this week where I was like, okay, fine. Like I was just wondering like, what the heck am I doing? Like I've been wondering like what am I doing? Like what am I doing in my life? Real talk here, okay? So I've just been like, what am I doing in my life? I'm just paying off bills and it's like so tiring and this is where spirit do not play. Spirit. I went to the mall and I bought some food and Spirit was like, hey, avoid unchallenging occupations. They waste your talents. Simple. Like Spirit had to say it so straight to my face like that I was like, gosh, okay, okay. And yeah, now I'm working towards, hey, how do I shift gears? How do I take myself out of this place, out of this mindset, out of this environment that's holding me back because I chose to be there, right? I didn't, no one told me to be there. I chose to be there. I told myself I'm going to be there because I wasn't good enough. So here it is. Beautiful card. Okay, so you are here. You see this. Whether it's here or later, this is meant for you. You are going to find that confidence. You're going to go and reclaim your strength, your inner, excuse me. You're going to go back, reclaim your inner strength, and say, "This is me." And you're gonna put your foot down, and you claim it, okay? And you're gonna be on top of the world, okay? So lovely, lovely, lovely outcome. I wish you the best, okay, on your journey, okay, here. Like whatever you're gonna move forward to build and create that abundance, whether it's a business idea, a business, um, whether it's, building a family, whether it's, going back to school, right? Finding a new career, right? Changing career fields, right? Really wish you the best because you have it all. They're all there. All your resources are lined up. You are ready. So take that leap and give yourself the permission. And when you take that leap, feel it. Feel it all come through and just really let it soak in and enjoy it and be proud of yourself. Tell yourself what you want to hear, right? Like love yourself, right? So a lot of great, great things. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, last card. Ace of Pentacles. So I was like, when this came out, I was like, okay, beautiful, but I didn't know yet. Okay, now it makes sense. Sorry, y'all, my hair. Ooh, this makes sense now, and I, wow, I love it. You see these flowers? They're like golden orange. There's like a little gradient in all of them. It's telling you to use your creativity, okay? Your sacral chakra and your solar plex chakra, okay? Your willpower, okay, this color yellow is kind of like symbolizing your solar plex. So your solar plex is all about your willpower, your strength, right? What your confidence, your ability to ability, right? To do things, right? And it's right here. So do do it. Like find that confidence, which you will, and you like, you put it up there and and be proud of it. Of course, be humble and be proud, okay? Be humble and be proud. No one can take your, you know, no one can take it away. Okay, so So yeah, your creativity is going to come through. You're going to see so much creativity coming through, and wow, like you're gonna have so many ideas, so many great things that you are gonna want to push out, okay? Because I just see it like the bowl, right? May is Taurus, Taurus the bowl. I just see you like, like how the bowl charges through. I see you doing that. Like you're gonna charge through at the very end. You're gonna finish strong, okay? You're gonna see what you need to do to build that amazing, amazing life of yours. And you're just going to charge through and you're going to be like, yep, this is mine. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful car, you guys. This is so like, I don't even know how else to describe it. Like, it's just so beautiful. And you see how the hand is sort of like, it's like kind of holding it, but it's like in the air. So it's there, and you have to find that connection. Okay, you have to find that connection to really build. You find that connection right through confidence, and then like, bring forth what you feel called to do, to manifest, to bring to fruition. And the flowers too. Again, the flowers are blooming because your idea is coming to fruition. Okay, you no more holding back. You give yourself the permission this week to just do it, take care of it, because this is meant for you. Okay. So I hope that this whole reading, from the Oracle card to the tarot cards here, have helped you in some way, shape, or form. I love, love, love this reading. I just feel so good doing it, and I feel positive that things are gonna work out for us all. If you guys, if you guys are interested, really like getting a tarot reading or getting like just a psychic reading, like me sharing things with you, like one on one, like this, or like an intuitive art reading where paint the psychic impressions that come through for your reading, um, for you. Those psychic readings are available. I'm in a process or in a transition right now, so I'm gonna try to get like I'm gonna try to get my stand store set up. So surprise, yeah. So I'm gonna set up my stand store and try to get them out by June so that you guys can, you know, so it's streamlined and it's so it's a bit easier for you guys. So thank you all who has stuck with me from the beginning when I had like, like I was just like so new to it and there's some little clunkiness. But yeah, I so appreciate everyone who's been, here every step of the way, whether you stop by and said hi or stop by and said, yeah, like you stayed for your reading. You're like, yeah, this is resonating. All of those moments really fueled me, right? It has. It fueled me, you know, to continue my passion of sharing and co-creating a lovely and safe space for us spiritual healers, spiritual, sisters, brothers, friends, family to just be here and share what we feel called to share in the most safe and considerate and meaningful and hearts, from the heart space. So sharing our experience is so important so that we're not like unheard or we don't go unheard or we don't we're not being silenced, right? Because I'm sure my stories can be is relatable to so many others. And yeah, so I want to be here as a support system, and I hope we can, continue to feel each other so that we can keep motivating each other to be our best. But yeah, if you guys are interested in my other services, feel free to, check out my page at my Facebook page at Intuitive Refresh dash Mary Jong. Um, that yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, yeah, that's what I have for us. Hi. Yeah, so go back once I'm done with this live, go back and watch it and to let me know. Let me know if it resonated with you. I'm about to wrap up here, but really, did you want a mini reading, Mai? Since you here, I could do a little one. Okay, I would do that. Yeah, go back and listen to this when I'm done. But if you want a little mini reading, I could do it for you too, girl. Okay, okay. Yeah, today I just been feeling good, so I'm like, that's why I came out and do this. I would love it. Okay, do you want to ask a question or in general? Just let me know. I'm gonna clear up the space so that because the space I just used was for the collective, so clearing out that collective energy. Oh, yeah. So the bell kind of like when I miss the bell like that, like I know like like the energy is like you know. So I'm like, okay, gotta redo it. Okay, there you go. See, so clear that out. You can pull any journal for me. Okay, yeah, I can do that, girl. Yeah, today I just feel really good. So I'm like, I'm coming out to share. Clear out all the energy from the previous reading. Yeah. Okay. Hey, journal. Um. Okay. Okay. Three cards. I'll just pull three. These three came out. I'm just gonna keep it. So I got judgment for you. They're all upright. Judgment, and then lovers, and then ace of cups. Ooh, okay. There's some spiciness going on. I'm not gonna be too dramatic here, okay? I'm not gonna spill all the beans, okay? Don't worry. You guys, one thing I want to clarify, okay, y'all? Just because we are in tune with energy, right? And we are able to read energy in a more fluid way, it doesn't mean that we are here like looking into people's business like A to Z, okay? Like I don't waste my energy doing that because that's none of my business and that's not like that's not like I think a lot of people are scared. Like a lot of people get scared because they're like, they're gonna know my egg, they're gonna know everything. But that's not true. I don't know you, boo. I don't know you from the like I don't know you as a whole because you are whole. You don't give that energy away. Okay, this one I want to clarify real quick too, because Spirit's telling me this. Okay, so it's also tied to this judgment card. Okay, mine. So one thing they're saying, one thing that's coming through that's being shared right now, the reason why I just share that is because we as individuals keep giving ourselves away to others, you see, and then we become so drained, and then we keep getting scared, like, they're gonna judge us, like, oh my gosh, we get scared. Spill the beans, spill the beans. Yes, okay. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, we get so afraid, right? But don't be afraid. So there may be some fears, right, of being judged. There may be some fear that things are not going to work out, okay? But don't worry, Mai. It's not that it's not working out. You see how there's This angel playing music at the very back, and then you see all these people or skeleton are dancing. Yeah, like it's telling you to celebrate because at the very end, it's not about the fear, it's about the music. Okay, you see how the angel here is playing music? It's about that. And so that's why they're dancing to it and they're enjoying it. So don't be afraid of being judged. Okay. Don't be afraid of what if things don't work out, right? Don't be afraid of what if others don't understand where you're coming from. That's that's not their job to judge you, right? It's their job to worry about themselves, vice versa. We're here to worry about ourselves and what we can do our best, right? How can we do our best? So don't be afraid and don't feel like, oh, they're gonna know like everything about me and now like I'm exposed. So yeah, do not feel that way. Understand that it's just you enjoying the music and you enjoying yourself, okay? And loving yourself. Um, let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I feel good for that. Lovers. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me know too in the chat. Like, does it resonate? Because I want to make sure I'm on track. Lovers. Okay. So the lovers card, what I'm feeling is, I don't want to spook you. Okay. And I'm not going to spook you. I want to say there's something there. There's something there that makes you feel, okay? Now, this is tied to the judgment again. This is tied to insecurities, okay? This is insecurities that have been fabricated and manipulated by social media that we're not good enough, so our partner might not want us, right? Let me know that makes sense. So I'm on the right path. So sometimes we fear, right? We fear that maybe, just maybe, there's that window of opportunity for people to do something behind our back. Okay, okay, yes, that does. Okay. Yep. There's that window of opportunity of people doing things behind our back, causing us to feel insecure about ourselves, about our relationship. But don't fear that, okay? I'm seeing that you I'm seeing that you really are on a journey on working on yourself. So don't fear that maybe I'm taking too much. Don't have the fear that you're taking too much time on yourself, that you're building up your career, you're building up your business, you're building up your vision. Don't feel like that lack is gonna make the person you like, your partner, see it as, that person doesn't give me attention or time. I feel that if they truly, truly did not like you, like they would not be in the relationship with you up to this point. Okay. They have put up with a lot of your stuff. And so, like the question here is why would they all sudden, right? Like why would they have a change of heart, right? You have to ask yourself that, right? Why do they all of a sudden have a change of heart? Is it just you planting that in your head? So sis, don't feel too overly don't watch too much I think you're watching too much those let me know this is right. I feel you're watching too much of those like shows, you know, those those shows where they catch people. 多分もうシャイテンねんだな、やがべシャイテンねんだな。 that energy is toxic, and I've been there where I watch too many. I'm not even in that kind of relationship. I watch so many of those where I think like, oh shit, what if I mean, oh S, what if XYZ happened? Ooh, what am I gonna do? Like you start planning things like no 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 no. Yeah, yeah, even those dramas, ooh, they get to you. You'll be like, ooh, if they did that to me, ooh, mm-mm. See, we keep allowing the energy in our field and we embody it. So then, no, 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 you want to cut that out because you keep allowing that energy into you, your space. When it happens, you're gonna look at them and you're gonna be like, it's their fault. But really, is it really their fault? It's us manifesting those things, right? So, what I'm feeling and hearing right now is take a break from watching shows that are like very like, ooh, this person, that person. Give yourself time to breathe and understand that truly this journey is between you and them, and you guys are on the path to growth, both of you. And you see the snake up here, and you know why there's a snake up here because you know his sign, right? I only know because you mentioned it once, but you see, like the snake is kind of wondering, looking down, like, oh, what's going on? Like, why is she seeing it from this point of view? So right now, the person, your partner, is wondering, like, how come she keeps seeing it like that? Like, is she okay? Like, he's confused. Like, he feels kind of like, girl, you okay? Yeah, all those monk stories on YouTube. Yup. Oh my gosh. I've been watching too much stuff among those monk stuff on, Facebook reels. I'm like, it becomes toxic. Okay, yeah. So just makanda kind of mood, like just let it go and cut it out for a bit, for a few weeks, because refocus. What Spirit's saying is refocus on you and what you truly want. See, you want love, focus on love. Don't go into the whole like, oh, what if he does this? The drama, right? Don't go into the drama. Just give yourself that grace period to. It's okay to watch drama and stuff or watch those stuff, right? But it's when it's at night and you scroll, 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 and you watch all these stuff, and it, and it's you putting that into your manifestation like list, and so it, especially at night because you're going to sleep. What can happen is that you're giving more and more attention and energy to it, which can manifest. But I'm not saying it will. Like I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that you focus. It's you needing to focus on love. You see, like right here, like you don't have to worry about that because truly, it's all about this. Okay, so just focus on you, your love. Like, what do you want love to look like for you? Okay. And then I see the Ace of Cups. Oh, beautiful card to like end it, okay, with, because this is your last card. Um, yes. So what I'm feeling is that if you see this, really most time I feel like when I see the Ace of Cups, I feel like my cup is filled. Like I'm happy. I just need one cup. So this is kind of saying that this is going back to your relationship that there's one cup only, okay? And that's because you chose that one cup. And that one cup chose you, okay? So you are the hand and that person is your cup, right? Your partner is your cup. So you chose that cup. So what is gonna unfold if this is what it is. Like the love, the beauty, the dedication, the commitment. And I feel that deep down, like I feel like like the only thing that would make this person, right? That make this person say no to you is if you really, really did do them wrong, right? And I think you know that. But you like what wrong have you done? So don't focus too much on this, right? Remember, focus on the music. Like what is the joy here? Okay, because you see how look, there's all these skeletons. It's scary, right? But really, they're all dancing to this angel playing music. So, what is that music? What is that healing potion? What is that healing music? What is that healing alternative that can help you grow and heal yourself and fulfill you so you're not stuck feeling like, maybe things aren't going to work, right? There's a lot of noise. So to really help yourself is to cut out those noise physically, okay? Like too much dramas, too much, scrolling, scroll less, just watch a drama once a week, right? Minimize it for now until you feel stable again because it really does eat up and make you feel kind of crazy sometimes. Like for me personally, like when I watch, I'm a very visual person. And I don't know about you, but when because I'm very visual, if I watch way too many of those dramas, like those Hmong dramas, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, like dang, I start comparing my life for no reason. I'm like, that's not, and then I cut it out for like a few days, and then I'm like, that was not even me. Like that's not me. Like I don't, I like me and my partner don't do that. Like that was just me, um, allowing that energy to come through. So what I'm feeling is, yeah, let what fulfills you, and so go after it too. Okay, that's the other second message for this. So it's about them being the cup that you chose. So be happy. You know that one individual cup makes you happy, and then what is now the next step is what is going to make you happy, right? Like outside of just the relationship, but like your business, your work, your relationships with family members, or just outside stuff. Like what other things that can really uplift you, your career, your growth, your your spirituality too. What can help you grow now? Okay, because I'm seeing the dragonfly, and for me, I feel like that's about being like being on the inquisitive side, like what is out there, what's out there for me, right? Because he will always be there, you'll always be holding onto that cup, like you guys will always be holding on to each other. So don't worry. Yeah, I'm stuck. Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, yes, I'm stuck in that growth. Yeah. So wherever you are right now, trust the process. Okay, Mike? Because I'm feeling like again, there's just so much fear at the beginning, but I see at the end, this is what's gonna come through for you if you choose this. Okay. I'm not saying it's gonna happen 100% guarantee. I'm saying I see this happening if you choose it. Okay. If you choose to say no to the noise of all the negative things, and you choose to just be happy and dance away and say, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy this life with XYZ, and I'm gonna be fulfilled, right? I'm gonna fulfill my cup. I'm gonna fulfill their cup. I'm gonna be me, be happy where I am, right? Choose happiness. That's what I'm hearing. Choose happiness, okay? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Mai, and I hope that was helpful. If you liked it, definitely, go to my Facebook page, leave a review, or send me a review. I would love it. If you want more, more details or extended reading, just message me as well. Yeah, that's all I have for you. And I'm just really grateful that you guys are here. You being here, interacting with me, it's fun. Yeah, I like it because it really helps. And also, one thing I want to share too, like others interacting with me, like it helps really lift up my space. Um, Not in the sense where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need it, but like not that I like I'm not like desperate about it, but it's kind of like it just makes it feel right for me. Like it makes me feel kind of warm, right? It makes me feel happy that there are individuals who are interested, right? Okay, that is helpful. Okay, what I was thinking. Okay, yeah. Well, if that's what, like you mentioned there, hits on, like that's a yeah, that's confirmation. That's for you to now take action. Like where do you want to go from there, right? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Mai, and I really do wish you the best. Girl, I'm always here, so you know where to find me. If you wanna, look further into things. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mai, for allowing me to do that reading. It's always an honor to be able to to be in that space with you. And I always tell people like I'm not. You have full control. Okay, I can't I can't make the decision for you. So at the end of the day, you gotta pick, right? Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. So that's what I have. Thank you all, everyone. If you are, gonna come back and tune into the start of the, start of the live, do so. Like, share, subscribe. Just let me know. Yeah, in the comments too, like what else you wanna learn about or hear about, or what resonated. I love to hear feedbacks because it helps me grow too. So again, thank you so much and have a beautiful night.